Bonjour mon petit stocks and shares, c'est moi, Johnny Foreigner, still living the belle vie, still in France, still devilishly handsome. It's been a long time since last I spoke to you. The previous video diaries were just about my arrival here. I thought I'd update you, let you know how things are going. Just as I'm sure is the case for yourselves, lots of things have changed and lots have stayed the same. On the same side, still live in France, still have my dogs, still drive a blue Ford. On the change side, now that's the most interesting. Actually, it's not dull as fuck. I have a job, a respectable job. I'll tell you what it was, but it's a secret. I'm still writing the books. The problem is, most of you bastards won't buy them. So I'm forced to go out and actually work for a living. I say work, it's fucking easy. But the pay's shit. The pay's shit, but the life is good. I'd rather have it this way around. Another big change is my living arrangements. I'm soon to settle in a nice big house in the middle of nowhere with a huge garden and two of the happiest dogs in all of France. Also, I can now confidently tell people I speak French. Quite badly still, but I get by. En fait, je sais parler le français tout le temps, mais je pense maintenant, et pour vous, je parle anglais. D'accord? I'm on my way to the supermarket. That's that bit of the road that I crashed my bike on last year and destroyed my pretty little smile. Fucking hate that road. 35 fucking degrees out there. Aircon in here and fridges. I don't actually want anything from this fridge, but oh, so nice. The village I'm moving to, well, I say I'm moving to, I'm actually moving to a house outside a village, and that village has no shops, no bars, no restaurants, no nothing. It does have a picnic area and some alfresco table tennis tables. I can't fucking wait. My dogs got quite poorly for a little while. I went on a little holiday down south and they got covered in ticks. Bit of a worrying time. But the vets out there are quite reasonable because they don't rely on insurance like they do in England. The trouble with having pet insurance is it puts the prices up because they know they can charge what they want. Here though, people aren't such great animal lovers, so if the vet tries to charge too much, they just take the poor bugger home and put it down humanely with a fucking hammer. And now, as is traditional with every trip I make into town, I'm going to visit my favourite bar. It's a fucking hard life. Bonjour, je voudrais une Heineken, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Meander home along the river. It's a great life for kids out here, you know. Reminds me of the childhood I wish I'd had. The one you read in famous 5 books and shit like that. C'est la bonne vie. C'est la très bonne vie. I smoke cigarettes more than I smoke my pipe these days. French fucking pipe tobacco is shit. There's not many things I prefer about England to France, but that's one of them. I have a friend that visits, well, not often enough, and she brings me pipe tobacco, but I have to ration it. Flagging now. More often than not, if I've got to go out these days, I either walk or ride my bike. Can you blame me? Why the fuck would I want to rush past all this in a car? I've recently developed a new hobby, arguing with racists on Twitter. There's an abundance of racists on Twitter, and they're not hard to find. Just search Tommy Robinson and click latest. There seems to be a direct correlation between absolute fucking stupidity and racism. And not just stupidity, fucking ugliness, inside and out. Another of those new things, those things that have changed, is that more often than not now I walk with a walking stick, a result of the damage done to my knee by all that physical abuse I was subjected to for a couple of years. My leg doesn't hurt as much as it used to. I think that's more to do with the climate. I can always tell when there's a storm coming and my leg starts hurting. I've not bought a pair of slippers yet, but fucking walking stick and a pipe. You know the end's coming. A lot of the racists that I argue with call me a snowflake. So cute. Seems to be a lot of snowflakes about these days. Winter is coming. Oh, it's a breeze. Enjoy the little things. It's very important. Something else that's happened since last time I spoke to you. Put on 3 stone. Proper fat bastard. Or I would be if I wasn't just over 10 stone when I moved here. 13 stone isn't much for a 6'3" chap. When I was in that bar earlier, there was a family of expats sat on the next table, and the mother was a delightful creature, and she was speaking about immigrants. Her son, probably in his late teens, piped up at one point that her views were unacceptable. She actually uttered the phrase, "The only reason you don't hate alpacas is because you were subliminally educated not to do so when you were at primary school." Her son politely told her that this was nonsense and pointed out that he didn't trust her opinion since she voted Tory at the last election. She snapped back with, "It was my decision and I think it was the right thing to do. I stand by it." he asked her if she was going to help him out with the fees he was now accruing and the debt that he was going to leave university with. Eloquently, she told him to fuck off. I'm a shit parent, but I'm pretty sure I didn't lumber my kids with 30,000 or 40,000 pounds worth of debt. Mind you, that's probably because neither of the thick cunts went to university. I was always hungry back in England. I forget that sometimes. Now I've got a full belly every day. It's amazing how quickly you get used to misery and bad things. How quickly it becomes the norm, just the way life is. It's important to remember that life isn't always like that. This is also true for happiness. A few weeks ago, I was walking by this river and I stopped, looked around and suddenly noticed for the first time in probably a couple of months just how fucking beautiful it is here. It really is beautiful. I'd got used to it, so I make an effort now to notice it, to notice the beauty. I don't want to get too used to being happy so that it just becomes the way things are, because they're not always like that. Bonjour.